republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Melanie, do the roll call.
Justin,
Present.
Jamie, Jack,
Here.
Jessica,
Present.
Matthew,
Here.
Shy,
Here. Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes, council meeting October 8th, 2024. If there are no corrections or changes, just need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Jack makes a motion.
I'll second.
Second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Next item is open hearing for public comment. Anybody got anything? Did you have something? Okay. Nobody's got anything to say? We'll close open hearing. I need the next item is going to be new business. I need to make have the council approve an adjustment to the budget or the agenda. We would insert this new resolution at the bottom of the agenda. Just need a motion to do that.
I'll make a motion.
Jessica makes motion.
I'll second.
Second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
First item on the agenda is ordinance number 2024-21. Let Jay read the resolution ordinance. Sorry.
Ordinance 20-21, an ordinance establishing speed limits within the city limits of Highfill, Arkansas, and for other purposes.
Now, if you notice on this, this will go into effect on the city streets and subdivisions and stuff, and it says down here, except otherwise posted. So our other streets, the dirt roads, stuff like that, whatever they're posted, they'll stay the same. It just goes where the 20-mile-an-hour would be posted where the other ones. So this we'll be able to get speed limits in your guys' neighborhood for 20 miles an hour.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Just next motion. Second. Try seconds.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
First reading. So it'll come back to the times unless they're going to waive it.
What?
To suspend.
Can we make a motion to suspend the reading?
You can have to start voting. So we finish the vote of it, but.
We already voted.
Passed on first reading, so.
Yeah, you guys, they can go back and just approve it on 3 readings right now.
And then move to suspend the rules.
Yeah, just make.
They want to.
No, I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
Jessica makes motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second.
Did that a little backwards.
Yeah.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
I apologize, my bad on that.
An ordinance
Same.
establishing speed limits within the city limits of Highfill, Arkansas, and for other purposes. 24-21.
Revote.
Motion to pass. Motion to adopt.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to adopt.
Jessica makes motion.
I'll second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy.
Yes.
You're right.
Next one's ordinance number 2024-22.
Amended ordinance amending certain water and sewer rates within the city of Highfill, Arkansas and for other purposes.
This is the same thing we passed last month. We just had to do a few corrections. It wasn't corrected.
Thank you.
Yes, Dustin, you want to explain the corrections that you had to make on it?
Yeah, there was a failure of communication on either on my part or someone else's part, where we didn't have the service rates for outside residential correct on the last ordinance that we passed last month. So that was my oversight for not seeing it during council, but this is the revised and correct.
I'll make a motion to suspend the reading.
Jessica makes a motion to suspend.
I'll second.
Justin,
Sorry, sorry, question. I feel like we had numbers in there last month. Are they just wrong? I mean, we had different numbers.
There were some outside the city limits, residential rates that had not been updated.
Okay, so the numbers we had last one were wrong. These are
That's
now
correct.
Yes.
Okay, I thought we said they went there. Just get that.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Amended ordinance amending certain water and sewer rates within the city of Highfill, Arkansas and for other purposes.
Motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Jessica second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Next item on the agenda is going to be resolution 30-2024. Let Jerry read the resolution.
Resolution authorizing the appeal of order denying city of Highfill's motion for preliminary injunction against Northwest Arkansas Regional Airport Authority.
Questions?
Just procedural thing, you need the city council to say, we want you to do this, essentially.
The council needs to authorize the mayor to proceed the appeal.
I move.
Justin pass.
Second.
Shy seconds.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy.
Yes.
Next item is resolution number 31-2024.
Resolution authorizing the city to establish a special surplus bank account for the city of Highfill, Arkansas and for the purposes.
Any questions?
We have some background as to why we need another account, who oversees it.
Because of the lawsuit. Oh, Bill.
Relates to the detachment.
Okay, thank you. And so the money, the surplus, sorry, we'll be voting as a council to move money from our accounts to this account to be able to use for the purposes of fighting.
No, it's
Part of that law in there says we have to open this account up. That's where the sales tax will go into.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, then I move that we approve this.
I second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy.
Yes.
Next item is resolution number 32-2024.
Resolution authorizing execution of a millage rollback certification.
So the county raised done a readjustment on the property tax, which it raised it to a certain percentage that by state law it has to be rolled back. You remember we done this last year, it come back, we can take it back up, we leave it at 4.51, with everybody having, everything's so expensive now. I say we just leave it at 4.51. Ran the numbers, what our budget was this year on property tax was above. And next year will be the same thing with the growth, so it's not going to really ding us that hard. But this,
Well, and with the reappraisal as a matter of state law, we're required to roll it back to, so the increase is not more than a particular percentage, and that's all in the calculation sheet that's been provided. So it rolls back to 0.0051.
so I just need, I know we approved it last month, but just need a motion to approve the new millage, which actually lowers it.
I make a motion to approve.
That makes a motion.
Second.
Jessica said.
Justin,
We have discussion for a moment.
Yes, sir.
So we approved to increase the millage, and now we're approving to decrease it back.
So the millage was always 5.
Okay,
It's always, Highfill's always had it at 5%.
Okay.
Or not 5%,
5 mils.
5 mils.
okay,
And with it, the increase that the county done on their reappraisal of everybody's property and stuff, it jumped the price up, which triggered a state law that mandatory, it had to be rolled back. So this is where we're at.
okay. So is what I said, right? We raised it, now we're putting it back based on state law.
No, we didn't raise it. We assessed our normal 5 mil, but because of the reappraisement, state law requires that it be rolled back to 0.0045, which is the worksheet that's attached.
That's what I'm trying to follow. I see 0.005, I don't see 0.001, but.
It is,
You see on-
15.
Okay, just there it is, there it is.
you find it, Justin?
Now.
Good.
Now, following. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
So we have a motion, we need a second, correct?
No, it's already, we're voting, we're in discussion phase, now we call for the vote.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Next item is going to be resolution 33-2024.
City of Highfill, Benton County, Arkansas, resolution imposing a 180-day moratorium on significant residential development within the city and its planning area and for other purposes.
So where this come from is we're getting hit with subdivisions left and right. You know, I'm getting called every day about subdivisions, and we have to do some more water and sewer upgrades, you know, in order to do this, and to do it fairly and not make one developer pay and then another developer come in and put another developer right behind it, and you don't have to pay anything. And I don't want the citizens to have to pay for a subdivision coming in. So we're going to, Jay and them, and the engineers are working on we have to get a firm to do a study. We're going to charge impact fees. And we charge impact fees on water, sewer, fire, police, and parks. You know, research all them, but our main focus is for water and sewer. And then I'll bring that study back to you guys, and then we'll vote on how you guys want to proceed. But in order to be able to charge them impact fees, if something has already been approved, say VR stuff, everything up north, we can't charge impact fees. So we have to stop all this development for the meantime, so we can do this study, and then we can charge these impact fees. So hopefully we get it done in 180 days. If we don't, I come back and ask for a few more, however long we need to, but this also allows us to take a little breather, you know, and so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal right now. It just allows us to get some of our stuff in order.
I was at fit with the discussion we had last month with the city planning.
What do you mean? So she's still going to continue working. You know, all this is saying there just won't be any more new subdivisions come to the plate of this planning commission or city council for 180 days.
Okay,
So she'll still continue doing what she's doing.
and then, but are they gonna work together? Cause it maybe I'm misunderstanding like how they develop and build the water pipes and sewage, et cetera, may impact, or may be impacted by what development would put where, right?
Yes, I mean, that, obviously your development dictates where all that stuff goes. So take, let's just take, we got hit up for a subdivision on 4th Street, on the south side of 4th Street, and, this moratorium is going to affect it, but he's got, you know, we got a 6 or 8 inch force main that goes from there down to the sewer plant, which that's going to have to have a study done to it. And if there's got to be upgrades to it, then you're asking one developer to do it, and then somebody else gonna buy land right behind him and wait for him to get done, and he's gonna sneak right in there and benefit off of that one developer's upgrades, and he don't get charged anything. So we're just trying to make it fair across the board. But like I said, this only affects the ones that like DR's already submitted their preliminary, they've already done for the rezone and stuff like that. So everybody that's already went through the rezone, submitted their preliminaries, they're not tied to this. It's any new stuff. So there won't be no new rezones for subdivisions right now.
I guess my question, like, are they gonna work together with that planning team, with the city planning team, or is it completely separate?
It's separate.
Okay,
I do believe that's, I mean, it's a
Different study.
different study.
yeah, okay.
Any more questions? Anybody got any concerns,
You know, I guess to foresight into the planning commission and how many things they have on their plate, like, I guess. What are we saying no to for the next 30 days? Like, we should just to know that, it's one is being read off 4th Street, you said.
I don't think we know of anything we're saying no to.
Okay, so we know.
There's nothing that's been submitted to planning that's being turned down with us.
I mean, the only thing we had one developer reach out to Jeremy and I guess we left him a message begging us not to do this. Because they're wanting to bring a subdivision in, asking us to go sign a waiver, whatever, that they'll pay all of it. Once the study's done, they'll pay all the fees and stuff, as long as they can still start the engineering phase of their subdivision. But they haven't presented it. They went through rezone, you know, that's a month, 2 right there, and they haven't done the preliminary plat. So like Jay says, it's as far as people submitted. Jeremy, do we have anybody submitted that's going to affect?
6 months, but then more neighborhoods. And this meeting will be very boring, it'll show on. All right. I actually think it's, well, not draft my opinion, but I think it's actually very helpful as we go to the Villa City plan to give us some more time versus keep improving neighborhoods that maybe don't fit the way we're trying to go. So.
And we're doing our due diligence, Jeremy, Dustin, myself, you know, we get phone calls every week, and we kind of know the vision of what we'd like to see the city going to, and we turn people down every day. You know, they call and say, hey, we want to put a subdivision here and do this, like, that's not gonna work, it's not gonna fit. So
Hypothetical, 90 days from now, somebody shows up and has this amazing plan that just Highfill shouldn't say no to. You can come back to us and we can just spend some more time and all that through process if we wanted to. Is that right?
What the council puts in place, the council is able to
Undo, right?
amend.
Right. Okay. So it's a safeguard.
yeah, so we
I move we approve it.
just need a motion, I think.
I move it.
Just the next motion.
Second,
Shot seconds.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
I really wish I could hear the citizens clapping right. There should be some people that are clapping and cheering right now, but they're just maybe they're all online.
We know in our hearts they were.
Next item on the agenda is resolution 34-2024.
City of Highfill, Arkansas, resolution extending appointment of members to Highfill Water and Sewer Committee.
So Tim Oakey and Randy Roth are already on the water and sewer committee. We just need to re-up their terms.
Move we approve it.
I'll
Yes.
second.
Just next motion. Just a second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica. Yes. Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Next item on the agenda is resolution 35-2024.
City of Highfill, Arkansas, resolution authorizing payment of year-end bonus to employees of the city of Highfill, Arkansas.
This is something that's been done for how long, Justin?
Person have been here.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever. It's just I think it's a good morale boost for the employees. Our budget was good this year. There's money in the budget to add it. I think we're $174,000 in the plus side. So I think there's room to add that. I mean, Tiffany has it broke down there on that. She has a page up. That's the next page there of how much it's going to total cost. 25. So, anybody got any questions, concerns?
So have we done that, those amounts? For how long?
As far as I can remember, Justin.
It's always been the same amounts. When you're asked about prorating, like they just got here 3 months ago, they get full bonus, but I think we just didn't get full bonus regardless of the proration.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has a stipulation in there as to how long they have to work. 30,
It says they have to work here, so they got hired last week, technically. So, but it's the only thing that would probably.
Yeah, I think the only stipulation we had was 3 months. But it's not on this, like when we talked about it before, because we had a bunch of people that just got hired. That was 3 or 4 years ago.
So if we've been doing these amounts for as long as we can, and then if you look at inflation and cost of living and all of those things, have we thought about making it bigger?
That's council's desire. You just tell me.
That's something we can consider when we review budget.
Well, then we never put it in the budget because if our numbers aren't good at the end of the year, then it won't fit into it. But this one
Well,
fits
no,
in.
what I'm saying is, can we have a conversation during budget? It might not be something they include in budget, but if we like bring historical,
Yep.
payments, we can look at that and see what it would mean if we were to.
And you guys can leave it the way it is, or increase it to 9, or decrease whatever you want to do.
But I'm just saying if we have a surplus of 174,000, if I heard you correctly,
Yeah.
and this is only costing basically, I'm gonna round off to 20,000. We still have a lot of room.
We added that planning, which is 105, so we've got about roughly 70. So
I agree with Jessica, if we can look at it a little more closely than this. And if it's true.
but if you got a number and somebody's got a number in head, I mean, spit it out and you guys can chew it around for a second.
I'm just saying if we've been, now what I'm hearing is we have a surplus of 74,000.
I agree with you, Josh, everything is more expensive nowadays. So.
Saying it's been about 74,000.
Nothing up here, they don't appreciate it, but.
Well, you want to go 12, 1,300, 500?
It's already 1 in 5, right? 1,000 and then 500.
1.5, yeah.
250.
250 for the city recorder.
I don't have a problem with doing 1,500, 750, and then 500. That would keep them the same. $15,750 and 500.
Increase.
Jai, any thoughts on that?
I mean, it sounds like we have stuff in our budget that are not accounted for. I agree, I think we should bring it up, especially if we haven't done so in a while. It's kind of hard for me to do it without having numbers in front of us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Shai. I think, next week when we look at everything, we kind of have numbers in front of us. It's gonna give us a better picture of everything.
Yeah.
But I am for increasing it if it is there, so.
Is this something that needs to be approved this month in order to,
Now I'd like to, we do this time to allow our employees to Black Friday shop. I'll have the checks cut this week, so they. can
got it,
shop.
okay, that's what my question was, is there a reason that we're pushing for it to be approved this month rather than waiting until next
Yeah,
month,
just-
if we can review them first?
It's like a little extra bonus for them to go shop, Christmas shop. So
Can we cut a one-time check Wednesday? Because I think, well, when's our budget?
that's next week.
That's Wednesday?
Now it has, whatever,
It has to be approved by council.
So we could. approve
Oh, we
this
can't
as-
do it, but-
Approve this as is, and then next month approve that additional $500, $250 or whatever, if you want to do it that way.
So two-time bonus?
We could do.
Yeah.
That way we have time to second, to make sure we have extra money.
I mean,
I like that.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine with that too.
So just leave it the way it is. You guys will look at the budget.
Mhm.
And we had that, I had them, I should have just printed it out, showed you guys, but it's there, so.
I think everybody's in favor of doing this, but just want to do it the right way.
But if you guys are good with this right here and you want us to bring something back next month, I'll bring it back to you, but if you're good with this one, I just need a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Shall I next motion?
I'll second.
That's it, seconds.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes,
Matthew,
Yes.
Shai,
Yes.
Who?
right.
I'll have to wait till.
You know, and there's no public comment on that.
Next item on the agenda is resolution number 36-2024.
City of Highfill, Benton County, Arkansas, resolution authorizing the city of Highfill, Arkansas to reach a full and final settlement with Tyler Bruder and for other purposes.
Let's get background on this.
So that's that, lawsuit of that police officer.
It's a lawsuit that's been filed with federal court alleging violations of federal affairs, the Labor Standards Act and violations of Arkansas minimum wage law. Initial assertions were in the ballpark of $40,000. There are provisions of federal law that actually the actual compensation you get in the event of trial, if X dollars is proved as monies that should have been paid, it then gets doubled as a punishment factor plus an award of court costs and attorney fees. So, and we don't have, so the number that's been provided would be the total settlement amount to Mr. Bruder, Officer Bruder. We don't have an exact number on the costs and attorney fees. But the settlement is significantly less than what he had asserted. And the reason he's willing to accept significantly less is chief and the police department spent untold hours going through they had call records for all the call time. And we provided hundreds of pages of documents to his attorney showing that his claims were not substantiated to the extent he had initially claimed. So there has been a lot of work by the city and the police department to result in his willingness to settle for this amount.
Right. Something you said there, not what he claimed, but is anything he claimed accurate that if we went to trial, we have a risk? I'm not in favor of paying people money they're not, but.
No, there appeared to be some times that he was on, that he was called out, that he had not been paid for.
So there's some accuracy to his thoughts, and which could lead to trial, which could lead to more than $700, which is correct.
Yeah, so the time that is not accounted for equals about what this would be, but you, like Jay said, if he's owed $3,000, and you have to double that. So from the time that's not accounted for is basically what is being paid out. It's just with the way these lawsuits work, it's double.
And the process that didn't exist that got us to the state is gone now, right? We got processes in place to avoid this.
Yeah, so the police department has changed the record keeping and the call logs and the on-call logs and all those things.
And I don't want to ask the question, sort of as our city lawyers and your recommendation to consider this for approval.
Yes.
I really approve of it.
Thanks, Justin. Just makes motion.
I'll second.
Just a second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Next time on the agenda is department head reports. Is Cody in there? Okay, the fire chief wanted me to pass along. They got the new cascade system, that you got from that grant. And the old cascade system, he can't get parts for anymore. But still serviceable, it can still work for a little while. He looked at selling it. That's what he told you guys, look at selling it, if there's any profit in it. There's no profit in it, really, he's not gonna make that much money off of it. But Hinesville Fire Department, which is a volunteer fire department, they need one. And he's asking the council to approve him to just donate it to Hinesville. And he would need a motion if you guys deem that okay.
I make the motion.
That makes a motion.
Yeah, I'll second.
Just a second.
Justin,
Is this a motion? It's a motion.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the company, they weren't gonna pay us for it. We tried to do a trade-in. They didn't want it. They were just gonna haul it off for free and scrap it. So, I mean, it still worked for a little while. So, yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica,
Yes.
Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes.
Thank you, guys. The storm siren that wasn't working up there, a diode burnt out, same one that got fixed last time, so it was under warranty. So it's back up and running again.
Is there something causing it to burn out, or is there something like more fundamentally wrong with it?
And I don't know, I mean, we had that company come back out, said it's under warranty, so they just replaced it. I mean, we do storm siren tests once a month.
Coming from somebody who's terrified of tornadoes, standing outside, making sure it was running.
Yeah.
To make sure my neighbors were safe was kind of,
You know, that's what we encourage, like a storm siren is not meant to alert you inside your
Sure,
house, you know, so.
Yeah.
Benton County's got an alert system that you can sign up for,
Mm.
which will send you alerts, as CENTCOM is getting them from the National Weather Service, and you get a weather radio and stuff, but. Yeah, it's just technology, unfortunately, and
but
that
we don't know
failed.
of anything right now that caused it to short circuit again.
No,
Okay.
so they're gonna pay extra close attention on it, that one for sure, on the next handful of tests.
Yeah.
You know, so. Hopefully we can, there's something gotta be, I would say, shortened out, but electrician, so.
Right.
Anybody else got anything for the department heads? Hey, good evening, council. Meant to print out our system stats, it was. Just got lost track of time, but our water loss did increase slightly from 17% to 22% this month. We're still statistically low
for all of Northwest Arkansas. I think, Centerton was posting 38%. I think Benville's still showing about 42%. So 22% doesn't concern me much. We did find and fix 3 leaks last month, so that should be helping us in that area as well. As far as the road's concerned, we got 6 3/4 inches of rain in 1 weekend. All the roads need attention, and we're going back on our rotation now. We are hitting those as a, you know, we went out and assessed the roads, and we have a list where we're gonna start. And we should have the grader back today or tomorrow to start hitting those roads. But other than that, business as usual. We do have an opening in the water department or public works department. We posted that job on Indeed. As of today, we received 32 resumes. Maybe had 3 potential candidates for interview. So it's slow going. We're going to backfill that position when the right candidate applies. So you guys got?
What are the qualifications for the job, and do we have a pay range on it?
I think the pay range is starting at $20 an hour. But we're looking for a licensed, at least somewhat background of water and sewer. So it's kind of a hard void to fill at this point. I'm looking at a couple of guys that are close to retirement age. And I need to get someone in here and get them trained in what we do prior to just hiring somebody green off the street. Like it would be much more advanced for the city to have somebody with the experience. You guys got any questions for me? Any concerns?
No, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Anybody else got anything? Next item, agenda is financial report for month of October 2024. Anybody got any questions, concerns? Comments? No questions or anything? I just need a motion to approve.
I have one question. Liquor tax that I'm looking at here. I assume that's gonna be next in A.
Yep.
How is it declining? I mean, air travel, you read the reports, they're having more record air travel better than Little Rock. People would be in there consuming alcohol on these trips.
So I think they only pay quarterly, right, Tiffany? Monthly.
Every month it's down except for one the entire year versus 2023. Even down some of the ones versus 2022 or something doesn't seem to add up. They haven't closed the bars inside XMA.
No,
How do we get requests for records to see what's going on? That's,
you don't get those records. No. We're at the mercy of the state.
so literally citizens cannot get records of where their taxes are going to the state.
That's right.
It blows my mind. And to think that taxes are collected where they're owed back to the city, where are they going? Somebody has to be accountable. Some institution has to be accountable to that.
Yeah, when this whole thing with XNA started, I emailed Department of Finance Administration to ask them to break it out, see what we got off of the airport versus what we got off the city, and they told us no, they will not give us that information.
You're telling me you can't sue for it? You can't request it legally? No. How is that possible? There's no government accountability for when tax dollars are collected. They can just be spent freely with no accountability. We can't do that in the city. How can the state do that? That's my question.
I don't know your answer to that, Justin. The only thing I know is
Talk to your legislators.
no, so they make the rules on it. Legislation says that they don't have to answer to nobody.
And who is that legislator we're supposed to speak to?
Mark Esther's our senator. See if you get any luck out of him. Or
I don't find it right.
no, I agree with you.
I'm down like probably about 30% on just an average year to date on liquor taxes, which is about $40,000 a year. There's Christmas bonus is 15. You know,
I agree with you.
so help me understand.
It's frustrating to deal with them.
The numbers cannot be accurate based upon all public records and statements about what the traffic that's happening at XNA. We know that's one source is definitely XNA. Something is about
And I want to clarify, I wasn't laughing at what you're asking.
I'm sorry.
I was laughing at
Yes,
another statement.
yes, I understand,
Definitely, I feel your frustration.
understand.
It's always been a battle with that for our town, because we don't have a zip code. So you know, your taxes fluctuate, we've always fought that.
All right, so.
Is it just because we don't have a zip code that we?
No, it's just, well, I mean, yeah, that's a big part of it. I mean, that's a lot of it. I think a lot of our taxes may go other places.
Like, is the city of Bentonville or Senator can see you?
So we got a, you know, years, in the past years, we've gotten a refund check that taxes went to them. And also, a few years back, we had a right refund check that we got a bunch of business taxes. Which I didn't believe that, but there's no way to prove that because they won't open up the records to you.
So essentially, X and A can be doing whatever they want with the taxes.
Next, they don't have no control of that. State does.
Where the state's putting them, who knows? The state's using Little Rock or not here.
Next, they don't pay the tax except on their parking. You know, their vendors pay the tax. You know, if they're car rental company pays the tax. Liquor place pays the tax. So next, as a whole, don't deal
No
with
pay
that.
taxes, but the restaurants inside, and then that goes to the state allocates it.
It just defies logic that our state liquor taxes will be down. in the city. So similar as requested. Maybe we all can do it together. That might help.
Yep.
I'll be happy to write it below the city council support.
Yeah, mine.
You have mine.
It's like citizens.
Our job. Okay. You need somebody to approve the financial report.
Yes, sir.
I'm not approving, I don't like that, I'm just proving that what you showed me is accurate, you can give it to me.
I understand.
I approve it for the action that it represents without any accountability from the state.
That's the next motion.
I'll second that.
Jeff seconds.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica. Yes. Matthew,
Yes.
Shy,
Yes,
Next on the agenda is community events. Christmas in the Park, Friday, December 6th at 5:30. Like I stated last month, Black Collar, buying the first 100 hot dogs. So bring kiddos up, family, watch that. We're setting everything up right now. If anybody has any time to help, get with Tiffany. Because I think they're doing another scheduled work session. When you doing that?
I let the people speak. Okay,
Oh,
Friday, November 15th, 10:30 to 12:30, Friday, November 22nd, starting at 9, and then Friday, November 29th, starting at 10 a.m.
so we need lots of volunteers to help put it together and make it happen.
What does that consist of? What are we?
Just put lights up on the pavilions and stuff. Did you go last year? Did you go look at the park last year when it was lit up?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, we're just redoing that. All the lights the council gave me approval to buy last year, the day after Christmas. We're putting all them up, pavilions. The guy, Tiffany, come up here for a second. I can't remember their name. They live right next to you.
the Thibodeaux.
The videos, they're really good at picturing this stuff and drawing it up, and he's done a really good job of drawing it up, and we've got pictures of it. I'll have to email the pictures to you so you guys can see them. But that's what we're going off on. They're going to hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more lights for a lot less this year.
We're gonna have an icicle archway going on as well, and then on the basketball court, we're gonna do some non-lighted, features for photo ops for the night.
Say that again, I'm sorry. On
We're
the
gonna do-
basketball court, what?
We're gonna do some non-lit up features because we don't have lights over there, but we're gonna try to light up that area that night, so that way people take photo ops with those features.
So I would encourage you to reach out to Bentonville West High School and Gentry High School, because those students are required to do community service hours.
Oh,
That's a new state law. So, yeah, I would encourage you to reach out to both of those principals. I don't know the principal now at Gentry.
I do.
Yeah, it was great for a long time, but Jonathan Guthrie,
Can you get Tiffany his number?
Absolutely.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
But those kids need the hours. If that's a new state requirement.
Awesome. Thank you. Anybody else got any questions for Tiffany on the Christmas lights? We do got a Santa and Grinch will be making their appearance.
Yes.
Next Tiff. Only thing I got on the mayor's report is 4th Street up here and the intersection northwest Highfill Avenue, right there by the community building. Had a citizen reach out to me, and this is the only complaint or concern that I got, that intersection they thought needed a 4-way stop. So I just don't want to go off of my thinking of it. So I reached out to Juliet, our planning lady, asked her opinion of it. She got me in contact with their traffic engineer. So I'm gonna talk to him next week.
You know what they're gonna say?
Huh?
You know what they're gonna say? We get certain.
Like everywhere else.
Well,
Service, man.
The information they sent me as far as what, because since it's a state highway, of what the state will allow to go in there, it has to be a certain traffic threshold, and we don't reach that threshold.
How about the traffic light at Deep Springs, which we don't control? We talk about that for a minute. All right.
But I'm gonna reach out to him and just see if he's got any ideas or anything like that, you know. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that.
We have a lot of accidents out there.
Only accidents we have is when people miss the corner.
And they like run through the grass or something.
I think Jeremy's holding that, because when that subdivision got approved, you remember we talked about that corner right there needed some kind of protection to keep a car from going to the backyard of that last house. I think Jeremy says he's holding that permit because he's holding their feet to the fire on that. There's got to be some kind of protection there. Otherwise, somebody will get killed.
Now, where is it?
Right here by the fire community building.
Oh.
We don't have a lot of wrecks there, but we've had some pretty gnarly wrecks there, pretty bad. Okay. Council discussion, council got anything?
Did the resolution or letter to pass the changing the terms and all that stuff? We just put on?
Yeah, it passed.
Okay.
Can we, consider next year for winter holidays being more inclusive of other winter holidays instead of just Christmas? Well, I mean, there's a lot of holidays that happen during the winter time, and I think we have a diverse community. Woodward Hills specifically, I can't speak for anywhere else, but not everybody celebrates Christmas, but there are other holidays that are celebrated during this time. So trying to be inclusive of what we represent for city sponsored event would be, yeah, just something like, you know, Hanukkah is one, Kwanzaa, just something to be more inclusive for those that may not necessarily celebrate Christmas, but still have holidays that they do celebrate during this time.
So I don't guess I understand, like,
Well, I mean, like if we're doing like a blow up Santa, like just having something representative of those holidays that are celebrated during that time. I mean, it's not anything that needs to be decided now, but after further discussion, just to consider
No.
maybe next year.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll consider anything, so.
Yeah.
Definitely, we don't want to leave anybody out, so. We'll definitely consider anything. Anything else on council? Mr. Clerk, should we attend that? On what?
Did we approve the finances?
Yeah. More, Ryan, ask a question real quick.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Clerk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry, my service went out. Did y'all approve the speed limit ordinance that was on the docket, or did that come up? I can't remember.
approved.
It did. I sent you a text today. I was just wondering if you could comment on how it affects streets that aren't lived on. I mean, like my street has no speed limit sign on it, but I think 20 is a little slow. You know what I mean?
Did you get it?
Did I get what?
Sent you a text back explaining that. Did you get it?
I did not. I'm sorry. I must have missed it. I didn't see a text.
It don't affect any road. Like just for the subdivisions, and it's gotta be posted. If another road like yours is posted, then that's the speed limit that's posted on your road.
Yeah, that was the thing. It's just not, there's not one posted, there's no posted speed limit sign on it. So I didn't know how it affected those roads.
Yeah, it is. It's right at the Highway 12 and Holland Avenue.
Okay, I didn't know Holland. Does that include Center Street if you, I mean, circles around? It used to be Holland, but I didn't know if it was a new street that had to be posted.
Well, I mean, we could put another sign up, but yeah, it's,
I don't care. I just didn't want it to be slowed down to 20. I thought that was a little slow, but that's fine. I was just curious how it affected those streets. So anyways, appreciate it.
Just tell them their roads at 20, we got like 35.
yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else got their hand raised?
No, but Chief one is back on. If you want to say anything.
No. I guess. You? No.
He didn't say anything.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Need a motion to adjourn?
I'll do it. I mean, we adjourn.
Just the next motion.
I'll second.
Justin,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Jessica, yeah, Matthew,
Yes.
Shy.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.